Episode
Not
6.
sweet.
How we doing?
I'm good.
Good?
Yourself?
Well, I'm doing all right actually. Had a rough week, but hey, that's with any week if you're a college student, getting stuff done, working to the wee hours of the morning. Same old, same old. But hey, it's Friday. I'm happy. That's all that matters. I made it to Friday. I think honestly that's all that matters in the end. You made it,
Yeah, exactly.
A lot's happening in terms of gaming. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would agree completely.
Really, really, really crazy stuff going on, especially on the camp of Xbox. A lot of people have been getting their, preview units of the Xbox Series X.
Hmm.
I was watching Max, I think, yeah, last night. You see, because I've been working, like I said, I've been working the wee hours, and I kind of forget what day it is. 'Cause I was watching his stream in the background, like I had it on, but I was working, but I kind of turned my head, and he was showcasing that he had the Xbox Series X. And I'm just like, oh my god. Even he has it. Oh boy. And he was just hyping it up, saying like, oh, I got sent a weapon. I'm like, a weapon? A weapon that could save the future. I'm like, what? And he pulls out the Xbox. He puts it on his shoulder like a rocket launcher. He's like,
Damn.
I'm like, oh shit. He's got the Xbox Series X. It was pretty funny. He said he only messed around with it for a couple hours, mostly using it for like backwards compatibility, and he says it's pretty good. But he couldn't say much. I still haven't gotten my Xbox, just so you know. Did
Yeah,
Microsoft did, did
I
Microsoft
don't
send
think
you
you're
one
getting
too?
it.
Did they send you one?
No, no, I ain't get shit.
Damn.
I think it's
Well,
probably because I'm always talking about the former guy. So
oh yeah, because you keep talking shit about Don Matrick.
yeah, so now, hey, he may have fucked us over, but we still got love for him. So fuck, Manny.
That's all right. I think Phil Spencer can forgive you.
Yeah, sure. Phil Spencer is the man that Microsoft would know. So I mean, hey, Phil, you know I'm true. You don't have to admit it. I don't want you to get in trouble, but you know I'm telling the truth.
I know. I know that man has uh, faced a lot of criticism because well, not criticism like, oh, could he do the job, like, no, because obviously of the slump that brand was going through at the time, especially uh, coming, especially getting their asses kicked by by PlayStation 4 with sales and stuff like that. And obviously the lack of exclusives, and whatever exclusives came out weren't really the best. Halo 5, Gears 4. I mean, to be honest with you, I never played those games, but I always hear negative things about it.
Hmm.
Like I was kind of excited for Halo 5 because I'll be honest, I am a fan of Halo. I like playing Halo. Um, it's just I was disappointed to hear that Halo 5 wasn't great. And I actually liked Halo 4 a little bit. Like I thought it was cool, right?
Hey,
But
I loved Halo 4.
yeah, I thought it was cool. And then Halo 5, I'm just like, oh damn, it didn't. Oh wow,
Well,
because
I didn't like the story mode because you didn't play it. Well,
I knew
spoiler
that.
alert.
Yeah, spoilers for a 5-year-old game. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't play as Master Chief till like late in the game,
Oh, I know that.
and then the guy they have you playing as, I'm like, Locke. I'm like, dude,
hmm
I don't care about this guy.
Yeah.
You know, where's
Well,
Master Chief at?
yeah. It's kind of similar to, well, I'm not saying it's the same, but kind of the same about Abby and The Last of Us Part 2. Except
Hmm.
that you play as Abby later, not in the first time. Know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
But I feel like, and this is probably gonna sound controversial, and I'll be honest with you, I don't care what anyone says. I liked Abby.
So did I.
I did not have a big problem with it. At first, I was kind of like, oh no, oh god, we're gonna do this? We're gonna
No,
start all over again?
I was wor I I was worried when the first time I seen Abby. 'Cause I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh shit, that girl's swole. I said, no, 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 no. I
No, no.
know they're not doing what I think
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah.
Then then they explained it later in the game why she's huge. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, whew, 'cause I was about to say, Neil. Now I'm starting to kind of to see why people ain't liking what you're doing right now. But then they
Mm-hmm.
like covered it up. I was like, okay, okay, I'm happy now.
Yeah. It's just I don't want to like keep talking shit, but it's just people need to have open mind. They need to have an open mind about this kind of stuff.
Uh,
Anyway,
that has that has a
that's old
people having
news.
open minds
That's yeah.
is gonna no, not that, it's gonna come back later in one of the topics I got. So
Oh really? Okay. Um, but just really quick, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Cool. All right, moving on.
yeah, it's plain and simple. Here's a do. That's why I give me Neil Druckmann mad props. He stuck to his guns.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
okay. Hey, I said, hey, y'all may not like the game, but you know what? There's people out there that do. Like I
Hmm.
loved it. Like I'm
Oh,
willing to play that game again.
absolutely. They just and it's funny that you say that because they just confirmed that Last of Us 2 is backwards compatible
Oh
on
yes. Okay.
PS5. Yeah, which was it was a given, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a given.
Yeah, but they didn't say like it was gonna be receiving enhancements, which would have been cool as hell if there was like a 60 FPS mode. That would have been
And
sweet.
and then both games are gonna be backwards compatible too, right?
uh, PlayStation Pro, yeah, like they said that games will utilize boost mode, like a game boost, they were calling it.
Yeah. So, okay, I got something I'm doing with the PS5 playing Last of Us 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool, man. Because I'm thinking about playing Last of Us 2 again, definitely on PS5. But this time I'm gonna go get the platinum trophy.
Mm.
Because funny enough, they actually updated PlayStation trophies. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't know too much. I was just talking to my brother about that
That's all right.
earlier.
I can give you like I guess the really rough outline is that they are pretty much just redoing how they do levels. Like they were just they're rewriting the rulebook with the levels. Put it that way.
Hmm.
So like let's say you're level 20, like me, like you're level 21. Granted, I'll be honest, out of my friend circle, like you, Frankie, everybody, I'm the highest one. Like I have the most platinums. But if you compare me to other people, like they're on Twitter that really into it, nah, they're like in level 300 or level 120. Like they're monsters. They have like hundreds of
Hmm.
platinums. And what I was gonna say that their levels have just skyrocketed. Now they're like the level 700s or whatever. Because the cap used to be level 100 and now it's like level 999. So it
Okay.
makes me wonder, man, who's already hit the cap already? um, but like I was saying, I'm very excited about the new changes. Just really quick, it's not really like an official topic. It's just really quick. I'm excited. I think it's really cool. I haven't for some reason mine hasn't updated yet. I looked into it and people are saying, oh, you have to make another earn another trophy, a new trophy, for it to update or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's weird, but whenever I have time, I'll play a game, an easy game, I guess. I don't know, and I'll update it because I think I'm somewhere in the upper 300s since I'm like level 20 something, 21
Hmm.
with 14 platinums. Uh, yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool, and I'm really glad that they're doing something like that because I think a change was needed because um sometimes I feel like that progress would be really really slow. So I'm really glad they really did that, and I'm glad we got it now instead of waiting for PS5. So anyway, um, you want to go straight to the news, Manny?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So we got 5 items on the news. Number one, Mortal Kombat 11 DLC. I know you were excited about this one.
Hmm.
They revealed the Ultimate Edition, as well as obviously Season 2, the Combat Pass 2. I got a little quote here from IGN. Quote, NetherRealm Studios has revealed their upcoming DLC characters for Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, actually, that's my quote. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Because sometimes I'll do like a little quote from the article, but this is actually my quote. Whoops. My bad.
All
uh,
good.
no, I said, okay, so this is mine. NetherRealm Studios has revealed their new upcoming DLC characters for Mortal Kombat 11. So we got Rain, Melina, after like outcry from the fandom. Were you a fan of?
I'll cry from the fandom. That's an understatement.
So Rain, Melina, and Rambo. I'm excited for that one. The studios announced that the game is also going to be available on PS5 and Xbox Series X on November 17th, and it's also going to be a free upgrade for players who already own the game on current gen. Manny, you're the biggest Mortal Kombat guy I know. what's your opinion on the Combat Pass #2? What do you think about the inclusion of Rain, Melina, and Rambo?
Melina, I knew she was gonna come eventually.
Same.
People wanted her
Hmm.
way too much.
Didn't
Like
it?
way too.
Didn't?
Like I love Melina. I'm a big Melina fan, but even I thought, okay, guys, y'all taking this way too far. This is this is one of the main reasons Mortal Kombat's fan base ain't exactly known for being the kindest.
No. But didn't Ed kind of deny Melina? Like, oh no, I don't think we'll ever do Melina. Well, but obviously that's
Ed,
Ed Boon. He's
yeah, I was
always.
about to say, Ed Boon's the main reason a lot of people got trust issues with video game people.
But Rain, I wasn't Rain in the campaign, or am I thinking about something else?
He was in a campaign, but for Mortal Kombat 9, because Ed Boon has stated
9 or
himself
10.
that
I think it was 10. I don't. I think it was 10 that he was in the story mode.
yeah, he was in a story mode, but they didn't do anything
But
with
he
him.
was DLC. Rain was DLC for X, I think.
No, Mortal Kombat 9,
Oh.
like Ed Boon stated himself that they weren't planning to putting Rain, they weren't planning on putting Rain in Mortal Kombat 9, but fan demand made him. The fans love Rain. I said, yeah, dude, he's a ninja who could basically control the weather.
Hmm. I did not know that there was a lot of demand for Rain in MK9. I just thought, DLC character, at the time, they were all like, planned.
Because the way Ed Boon does it, if I'm following his pattern correctly,
Mm-hmm.
he puts in one fan favorite character.
Okay.
He puts in a character that I think he wants,
Right.
and then he does like a guest character, and then he does like another character that's just gonna like shock you, like make people be like, "What the fuck?" Because
For
yeah, the fan favorite character in Mortal Kombat 9 was Rain. The
mm-hmm.
fan favorite character in Mortal Kombat X was Tremor.
Really, Tremor.
Yeah, like a lot of people wanted him. Like even Boone was like, "Dang, you guys really want him in this game, don't you?"
Hmm. And
He, he's
now, and now it's
and
Melina for MK11.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and the Melina thing was freaking ridiculous. I'm like,
Yeah,
Jesus
because I'll
Christ.
be honest, like I when I say I love Mortal Kombat, I love like the characters, I love the stories, I love everything about it. But I'm not like the greatest player ever.
No,
If anything, I peaked in MK9. That's like the last MK I ever got remotely good at. Like it's the first fighting game. I'm trying to trying to make sure I got this right because I've been into a couple tournaments, but they were such a long time ago. Yeah, MK9 was the first tournament I've ever been to, and I lost. I think in the second round. I don't know. I just got too cocky because I feel like I was good with a lot of characters, but the to me and this helped me out in my Injustice tournament days. Just stick with one character that you're good at, and just try your best. You know
hmm
what I mean? Because with MK9, obviously Smoke was always my guy, and then I said, you know what? I'll play Freddy Krueger. And I'm like, why the? And on my stupid brain, which is like, yeah, let's fuck him up with Freddy Krueger. No, I got my ass kicked. Because Freddy, it's been a while. I just did it because I wanted to flex, but
hmm
when keeping it real goes wrong. um, and then with Injustice, I stuck with Catwoman. I ended up getting second place. The best man won, but hey, it was still a good fight, and I enjoyed myself. That tournament was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I think the last tournament I did, I got in second place. I was Scorpion, of course.
Which one? MKX.
Yeah, and it was like the midnight release party.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna enjoy it. I said, dude, I'm not that good at this game. I said, nobody is. It hasn't been released yet. So so the guys look at me like I'm a dumbass. Like, well, yeah, of course you're not good
I
at
don't
it.
think
The
I'll be
game even
good.
hasn't came out yet.
I don't think I'll be any good. Win second place.
And then and then I ended up getting second place. And maybe
Damn.
reason I got just second place was because, like you, I got cocky.
Yeah.
Like I didn't choose Scorpion. I chose somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah. That was my
Like,
biggest
damn, I
problem.
just chose Scorpion.
It was a bit of an ego problem back then. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't do that.
But
I wish I thought a little clearer back then because I think I could have easily not easily I could have won that tournament if I stuck with Smoke, but I don't know. Just I don't know. It's just the
it was just a
Injustice
pride
tournament.
thing because I still
I'm sorry, Manny.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say the Injustice
It's all
tournament
good.
has taught me that you know what, just get pick your one character that you've always stuck with, because for me it was always Catwoman, and just go with it. You know that just it then just like I said, then just a tournament has taught me a lot of things. But and that was like the last like official like money on the line tournament that the last one I've been to. I went to for the MK11 release. I went to there was an MKX tournament. I did it for fun, just to pass time, just so you know the wait could be a little more, I don't know, quicker. Got my ass kicked. Just getting a notification. I'm sorry. Wasn't a lot of fun because I literally have not played MKX honestly since it came out.
Mm.
To be well, there was that one time you and me played, but that was for shits and giggles.
Yeah, we were just fucking around that
Yeah,
game.
like because the XL edition of the game was like $5, and I was like, yo, it's $5. It has all the characters. All right. And I'm like, hey man, you want to just mess around? Cool. You grabbed Alien, and I couldn't even like press a button.
You know what's funny too? I said, "Oh, okay, just watch. I'm a bit rusty," and I
I'm a
just kind
bit
of like looked
rusty.
you.
Fucks me up with Predator and Alien.
Rusty? The fuck? This is rusty?
This is Rusty. I don't know. I don't want to see you when you're good to go. When
You
you're
fool!
loose.
That wasn't even my full power.
It wasn't my final form.
You
Yeah,
fool! That wasn't
I,
even my final
I'm gonna be
form.
honest
Oh
with you, man.
shit!
You discouraged me from playing Mortal Kombat ever again because of
Ah shit!
that. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know whether to. I was about to say I don't know whether to feel guilty or good.
It's all right, man. I mean, MKX at the time was old. MK11 was on its way out, like it was coming out, and we were
Well,
all
I'm not gonna
excited.
lie to you. You're kind of encouraging me just to play Mortal Kombat 9 again. I remember
Oh my
how much
god,
fun I had with that game.
you don't have a PS3, do you?
No,
Oh
and
man,
then they released like an awesome Vita edition.
right. I never played it, but I heard good things about it.
It's a real good game. Like you could tell they had a lot of
They
fun
they
making
cared
it.
they cared a lot about it.
Yeah, cause like I don't know if you remember like the Mortal Kombat challenges towers that you had
Yeah,
to do
the
like 100.
test your might, test all
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, like they made games specifically so you could use the Vita. Like there was like some touchscreen
Right.
challenges you had to do.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn, this shit is actually fun as hell.
Yeah, I
And
remember
there
it.
was one where you like had to balance the Vita so you don't fall off.
Mhm.
I'm like, look, see, now this is how you use the Vita to its capabilities.
Yeah, if only they did that with every game. And and
And then
be
have that
be
stupid,
be decent with their
and
memory
then
card prices.
yeah, yeah, then they had that stupid ass memory card nonsense. I'm like,
Yeah.
ah,
Makes you glad that Nintendo actually, didn't do that
they use,
for the Switch.
yeah,
Yeah. Could you
hmm
imagine if Switch, the way it came out and with with Zelda and all those amazing games that came out in the first year like Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8. Could you imagine if, they required you to have an SD card but it was a proprietary one that was like 50
hmm
bucks for like 8 gigabytes? Good God. It just no, you can't do that, man. Look, I get it. Why? Because of piracy. But come on.
I need to
Like
make the prices cheaper.
I know, I know.
How you
I
gonna
don't.
charge damn near $100 for at least a decent sized memory
Yeah,
card?
like it was like $100 for like 64 gigabytes. Well, 64 gigabytes is like, I don't know, $15. Probably a little
Yeah,
higher. Like I can go on Amazon right now and look, but good God. I don't know, but back to the Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
I'm really excited for Rambo because I think it's about fucking time he showed up. Because MK11 and obviously everyone's noticing it. They got Arnold the Terminator. They got Spawn. They got fucking RoboCop. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
You got
they're doing like
Rambo.
they're doing like 80s and 90s like badasses.
And not only that, but you got Johnny Cage in there.
Hmm
Holy shit! Like it's just the fan in me, because I love Sylvester Stallone, I love Rambo, I love even Judge Dredd. Even though that movie was god awful, but it still has that '90s like flair that I like.
Yeah.
But what was that other movie? It was a really recent movie, Bullet to the Head. I saw a scene of it and I thought, oh, that looks cool. But I don't know. It's just Stallone. It's just a badass.
Now I'm happy. I'm so happy he's doing the voice.
Yeah, because they didn't get Arnold to play the Terminator, right?
Yeah,
They
because
got
the rumor is because Arnold say he want to use his voice for violent video games. Oh my God.
but you're the fucking Terminator. Okay.
I'm like, okay, dude, you're the fucking Terminator. What do you want the video game developers to do? Make a freaking rated everyone Terminator game? No,
Yeah,
that would have been horrible and cringe.
yeah. You know what we got instead? We got the Terminator from T2 where he was smiling, awkwardly smiling. That's the Terminator we got.
Yeah, when he's giving or saying, "Get over here." Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, just the fact that the Terminator is in the game, I think that's already cool already. As well as RoboCop
Yeah,
to get
and,
that
and
that
and they did
feud
him
going
justice
again.
in the game.
The what now?
And they did him justice in the game. Like Terminator, they made him like a badass who can't be stopped. Like you
Right.
have to use a whole lot of force to like get him.
And I like the battle damage where he'll eventually just become the endoskeleton, like the skeleton, like the
Mm.
the actual Terminator itself, without like the skin and the clothes and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. Even though he only has like 2 attacks, which is laughable.
Oh really? Oh, so that's like a
Yeah, he only
mechanic. I didn't know. I thought it was just battle damage, like an
no
aesthetic.
like
Cause I didn't know that was a
it's kind
mechanic
of like
though.
once. Yeah, well, it's actually one of his moves. Like it's actually one of his moves that you can put on him. That like when you kill him, he just comes back to life as like the exoskeleton, and
Oh,
you can't like. And when you damage him, he just keeps going. Think Jason from Mortal Kombat X. That like
ah,
he could just like go through your attacks.
see, and I actually liked playing Jason in a MKX. So
So yeah, he was
so
actually fun
I
as
would
hell.
pro-
Cause they made.
I would probably like Terminator then. Because I'll be honest,
Mhm,
I haven't played the last time I played MK11. I think it was with you, Manny. Just
mm.
like I was still, obviously back then I was still in school. Things just get, I just get really busy and I just drop it. And that's with most
Oh
NRS
no, no, no,
games.
no.
That's with ever since MKX. That's just been the thing. I'll play it for like 2 weeks and then drop it. Yeah, because I'm just busy, not because I suck at it. I just don't have the time to get good.
Oh, that's me too. I said, look, I'm busy. When a new character comes out, I have a bit fun of it for like a couple weeks and be like
Hmm.
out and wait to next character.
Right. But now with the Ultimate Edition, I am interested because that brings everything. And
Mm.
I think, and I looked it up. I think they're only charging 60 because my concern was that they're gonna charge 70 because it's gonna be on PS5. But no, all I could find is that at least for the Xbox version, they're charging $60 for it. Cool, right? I mean, I think that's justified. Like, it brings everything. It brings
Mhm.
the base game. It brings Aftermath, the campaign. It brings all of Combat Pass 1, and it's bringing Combat Pass 2. Then yeah, I think the $60 is justified. But they're saying, obviously, it says here that you can get a free upgrade for players who already own the game. But I just have vanilla. How do I get everything? Is there a
Mm.
path for that, or do I just buy the Ultimate Edition, another 60? Because I'll be honest, I already paid my 60. But granted, that was a year ago, right? But I don't know.
Mhm.
But like
The
if,
only, the only, the only, the only thing I could think of is maybe because I know they're selling like the Combat Pass 2 separately.
mm-hmm, right,
Maybe you could just get like 1 and 2. Because it's a fact. I already know this. I could see them having like a big ass sale for Combat Pass
mm-hmm,
1.
right. Because I know Combat Pass 1 was on sale multiple times. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I'm such an idiot. Because I really wanted to play Joker.
And
Um,
I'm pretty, yeah, then I'm pretty sure the Aftermath pack is probably gonna be for sale too. Like
right.
that comes with like
And
RoboCop,
Aftermath, yeah,
Fusion, Shiva, and all the.
and Aftermath brings Combat Pass 1, right?
Yeah,
I could
I
have
mean,
sworn that it
shit, I
did.
got.
It did. You know what? You know what, Manny? Google's our friend.
Yeah,
Google is our friend. We can look it up. How would you type that? So Mortal Kombat Aftermath. Uh, let's see. We're doing this live. We're doing this live, Manny. Combat
fuck
Pass
it,
1.
we're doing live.
We'll do it live. Combat Pass 1. Okay.
Fuck it,
I
we're
know this
doing
is
live.
I know this is unprofessional, but let's see. Um.
Well, it has to do with the subject we're talking about. It's
Right.
not
Yeah.
like we're
Yeah.
just say
It's
yeah,
not. It's not
whatever,
like
fuck the
we're.
subject. I'm going on Google.
Yeah. It's not like we're in pre-production before the episode. It's not like we're researching all the topics. Like, yeah, no, fuck that. Well, I mean, you could
Yeah,
say we also did that. I will go on IGN and find stuff to talk about, but that's just I don't know because I'll always
All
I'll always forget
podcasts do
something.
that.
Anyway, do you have to pay? No. It says here, MK11 Aftermath is the usual fare. It comes with all the game's downloadable content up to the point of its
Oh,
release.
there you go.
So it does bring Combat Pass 1. So if Aftermath goes on sale for a good price, then I'll have 1. All I have to do is get that and then 2, and that's it. Then I should get the Ultimate Edition just like that. Because it's got to be known as the Ultimate Edition going forward, right? If you
Yeah.
have everything.
So.
I'm confused.
Mhm.
You're the Mortal Kombat guy, man. I trust you on that. When anything MK related, I always go to you because knowing Ed Boon, I can't trust the man. Even though I love him, I can't trust him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we done with Mortal Kombat?
Well, yeah.
Are we sick of it?
I could see them doing that.
Anyway,
Let me
really
just
quick,
think something because I know.
really quick. I forgot to ask you this. What do you think going forward for NetherRealm? What are they gonna do Injustice 3 or are they gonna take a
Ed
break?
Boon did say it's not. I think they're going to take a break and then they're probably going to surprise you with Injustice 3.
Because I'll be honest,
Because I'm pretty sure after Mortal Kombat 11 they're going to be working on the Suicide Squad game.
really, NetherRealm's. Oh, wait, they're making a. But I
Well,
thought
no. But you know how Rocksteady work is on the Warner Brothers.
right.
They're probably going to be like helping them out with that while they work while
Ah,
another
okay.
one works on
Like NetherRealm will send out a
Injustice
couple
3.
folks. Yeah, a couple folks to help them out. Okay, since they're all part of
Yeah.
the umbrella. Okay. Yeah.
And then I could see some people going from Suicide Squad to being Injustice. So don't be surprised if we see King Shark in Injustice 3, which would
Ooh,
be badass.
if they had King Shark to Injustice 3, that'd be badass.
Yeah, and then get Samoa Joe to do his voice again. You know
Really
that's
quick.
just doing his voice in the game, right?
Who? What now?
Samoa Joe is voicing King Shark.
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
badass.
he said on Twitter himself, he said, damn, that King Shark sounds like a badass. He was like, the King Shark sounds like you, and that's because it is.
So really quick, who do you want to
Okay,
see?
okay.
Who do you want to see in Injustice 3?
There's a lot of people I want to see in Injustice
What if they pull
3.
a Smash Bros? It's like everyone is here.
I won't mind that.
Yeah,
That'd be badass.
I would be like, oh my goodness. It's like heavy breathing.
I just add add more people from the Wonder Woman franchise.
Ooh, well, Cheetah was in Injustice 2, right?
Uh, yep, she was my main.
I gotcha. Okay, so Cheetah, I think Cheetah could make it. Obviously, I think Cheetah would be in Injustice 3 just because of the Wonder Woman thing.
Hmm
Um,
I could
hmm.
see Cheetah, bring back Ares,
Ares, I think Ares, yeah, maybe.
bring back Killer Frost, please.
Oh yeah,
She was one of my favorite.
she was not in 2, right?
Hmm
She was not
Yeah,
in 2.
but
Okay.
I think they do pretty. No, I
No,
think they
okay.
do pretty good when it comes to adding people from the game.
Right. Because I'll be honest, I for Injustice 2, I didn't play it when it came out. I got it when it was like I got the Ultimate Edition on sale because I was like, well, this is the only way I'll do it because why would I get the vanilla version if the Ultimate Edition is gonna bring everything and I'll just play the campaign and mess around and call it a day. But and I told you this. He's like, I'm thinking about going back, to really learn the game and because Injustice to me I think Injustice is better than. Oh, sorry. I like playing Injustice more than MK. I don't know why. I just like Injustice. To me, Injustice is like more
It's
satisfying.
it's a fun ass game for
Right.
me. Yeah, Injustice 2 is a very fun game,
Mhm.
especially if you like the mechanics and everything.
Right.
It's a blast to play.
Because I didn't really put much thought into it. I just played it for the story because I really liked Injustice's one story, and I thought I would like Injustice 2, and I did, and I really liked it. But that's all I did it for. I didn't really pay attention to combos, except for ones that I would just be curious about. Like obviously Batman, I'm always gonna
Mm.
look that up. But for Superman, I'm like, fuck that. I'm Superman. Just punch the shit out of him. um,
I'm wondering what guest character is going to add because
right,
Injustice 2 they put a Hellboy in the freaking Ninja Turtles, which
right.
was
The Ninja
awesome.
Turtles and Raiden. I think Raiden made it in.
Yeah, yeah, Raiden. So I wonder what Mortal Kombat characters Boone is going to put in this one.
Hmm. Put in Liu Kang
I
maybe.
could see him put Johnny Cage and Liu Kang.
Yeah, That'd be
I
cool.
could see him putting Johnny Cage in too.
That'd be cool. I'd be really down it
Like
for
putting
for
Johnny
anything.
Cage in Booster Gold.
Ooh. Oh. That image popped into my head. I'm just like, oh yes, please.
Yeah,
um,
can you imagine how funny those two would be going at it with each other?
I'm also thinking
Especially if people know.
if they could add maybe some because I know they're pushing Shazam, so maybe Shazam can make it in because I know he was in Injustice One,
Hmm.
right? Maybe they could because he
Yeah,
wasn't
but
in
he got
two. Oh, he was
well
killed.
because
Oh
he
shit, yeah.
yeah
Fuck. Hmm.
Superman killed him because he was trying to
Right.
get crazy with him.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He fucking murdered a kid.
Hmm.
um. Maybe they'll find a way to bring him back. Just bring
Hmm.
him back, damn it. Um. Hmm. But I like they have to like, maybe, no, I wouldn't say, oh, focus on the movies, because look where that happened to Marvel Infinite.
Mm.
Sorry.
Yikes.
Triggered. um,
And it's fun. It's sad too because the online in that game was fun. It
oh
was
yeah.
good.
I mean, I played it once. It was at a, I told you about this. It was,
Is that when you got? Was that when you and Frankie went to Acme?
yes, it was when me and him went to
Yeah.
Acme, and there was a guy who had like a small booth. He had a TV and a PS4, and he was playing Marvel Infinite. And I was like, oh, hey, I said, hey, what's up? My name's Gian, and is it cool if me and Frankie play at Marvel? He said, yeah, of course, man. That's why I have it here. So me and Frankie play Marvel Infinite. While I was like, half of my attention was in the game, half my attention was to the guy. I was just talking to him, talking about FGC, just talking about favorite fighting games, good characters, and it's just random bullshit. And I didn't really care what I was doing in the game. I'll be honest, I was button mashing because I don't know what the hell I was doing. It's not like I'm gonna lab right there.
Hmm.
um, I don't know. I just it felt good, but it just to me when it's a fighting game, I want to like get hands on with it. I wanted to get
Hmm.
into the meat and potatoes. I like to say I need to get in there.
I got you.
Right?
No, but what I was about to say, I know people are complaining about Rambo.
Why are
Like you
people
said,
people complain about everything? What are they saying about Rambo?
they're just saying that they could have added somebody different. Cause I guess people are still booty hurt that Ash Williams are in the game. So, dude, get over it.
Just well, I mean, there's a chance, right? Is he gonna be in there?
No, like supposedly they said that something happened between Ash and another one that just didn't happen. So, okay, that
Like the
sucks.
copyright holders, the holders
Yeah, I'm
of
thinking the
okay.
copyright holder it just fell through. So, dude, get over it.
Like it fell through, like they couldn't get a hold or they couldn't reach a deal to include Ash.
Yeah, basically. So
So
I was
that's
like,
why they went with Rambo instead.
yeah, that's the story I'm just adding together. There's a dude doesn't have an open mind because
Right.
when fighting games and a, a lot of fighting, I think all fighting games are doing this now. When they add guest characters, they're doing it just to get the casual people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Heck, my dad, who doesn't play a lot of video games, he texted me this morning and he was shocked that is it true Rambo is in one of those video games you play, Mortal Kombat, I think it's called? I
Your,
said, yeah.
it's like your dad is shocked to see
That's why they're
Rambo.
doing it.
Yeah. I mean, because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
such an
my dad
icon.
is excited to see Rambo in the Mortal
He
Kombat
is
game.
such an iconic character, especially of the '80s. That '80s action stars. Like Rambo is just one of those characters. Same with Terminator. Same with
Yeah,
RoboCop.
and
Especially for the
people
time, it's crazy.
yeah, and people are gonna see even Mortal Kombat fans are gonna say, okay, let's see how Rambo does in the Mortal Kombat universe.
Let me ask you this: what do you think his fatality will be?
Ooh,
You didn't thought about that.
nah,
I
I
think
could
he
think of
would
so
just.
many possibilities.
I think he'll just shoot you to death, or he'll just hit you with the bow and arrow with a grenade
Yeah,
and
I
make you
could see
blow up.
that happening. But no, I can actually see that being one of his specials, like it's
Ooh,
one of
yeah.
his brutalities. Like you
Oh,
just shoot
yeah.
him.
Oh, his brutality should be like a bow and arrow with a grenade, like the explosion arrow. Yeah, that would be
Yeah, like
badass.
he did in I think it was in part two when he shot the guy who killed
Sounds
his
about right.
girlfriend.
I haven't seen. I've seen the
Yeah, I've
first one
seen
a
all the
very
Rambo movies
long time ago, and then
because I
the
won a Rambo collection at at my old job's Christmas party, and I seen every single one.
nice. Now with Rambo and MK, now it rekindled my interest to watch all the movies again because I saw the first one years ago. But I don't remember much about the other ones. But I do remember the one that was just called Rambo. I think it came out like in '06.
That one was good.
That one was good.
The last, yeah, the last one they released was really good. It's just kind of messed up.
Oh yeah, they did put a recent one out, huh?
I think it's called like Last Blood or
Last
something like
Last
that.
Blood. That sounds about right. Because the first movie was called First Blood.
Yeah, yeah, it's Last Blood
Okay.
cause Last Blood, I'm letting you know right now, deals with sex trafficking.
Oof. Okay.
I'm like, ooh, okay,
Well, I
they're
mean,
going
I
darker.
just obviously I'll just see it for the action.
Oh no, it's action packed. You'll like it. That's the main reason I was watching the Rambo movies.
Yeah. Well, it now that Rambo's in, it rekindled my interest to watch those movies again. So I'll just
Yeah.
try to see if I can get a hold of them. Anyway,
So yeah, to the
let's
people complaining about guest characters, have an open mind. Give them a
exactly
chance.
have an open mind. Just
Cause I remember people had a heart attack when Freddy Krueger was introduced in Mortal Kombat 9, and he ended up being one of my favorite characters in the
like heart
game.
attack, as in like, oh God, like no, like this isn't
Like
good.
everybody was like, "What the hell,
I was
Freddy
excited.
Krueger?"
I was
I was
hyped.
excited too.
I was
I
hyped.
was like Freddy Krueger. So okay,
And could you and and I was always the bigger fan of Jason of Friday the 13th. And could you imagine my reaction when he was announced for MKX? I
I
was
know. Holy
hyped
shit.
beyond belief.
Okay,
Anyway, number
okay,
two.
not okay. Yeah, number two,
Number two.
those.
You made me aware of this. It's the GameStop and Microsoft partnership.
Hmm.
So I got a quote here from IGN. Quote: In a joint announcement, GameStop and Microsoft announced a new multi-year partnership that will mostly see GameStop's back-end solutions move over to Microsoft's programs like Microsoft 365. This basically means GameStop stores will adopt Microsoft programs to help run business operations like sales and inventory, and store employees will use Microsoft 365 and Teams to communicate. End quote. So pretty much it's just on the tech side, like it's just using their systems to do business. That's it. And obviously the already established relationship of obviously Microsoft, selling X or GameStop selling Xbox and the Xbox All Access program.
Hmm.
But it's not like GameStop's gonna become the Microsoft store or something like that. Um, I mean, cool. Makes people's lives working, at GameStop a little better,
Hmm.
I guess. I mean, um, it
I'm
it,
not
it
gonna lie to you. I thought it was something like completely different. That like, damn. Game. So Microsoft is just buying companies now.
yeah.
Not even video game companies. Now they're
See,
just outright buying game retail stores.
yeah, I don't know if Microsoft has any interest in buying GameStop because the model that GameStop relies on is dying. Like not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well nowadays, yeah, more. Obviously more people are gaming more than ever. So I would see, yeah, like their business is good. If you think about it, business is good, but GameStop as a company as a whole, not good. They've
Yeah,
been struggling
it's
for
not the greatest.
yeah,
Yeah.
they've been struggling for years ever since digital distribution, especially with the current gen, PS4 and Xbox One. Digital distribution is just taking over.
And then with
It
the whole and then like other companies,
mm,
COVID, so
yeah.
people don't want to go to GameStop
Hmm.
to buy a game. They're just gonna be like, okay, there's no point in me
Right.
going
And
over
people
here.
be like, oh, well, yeah, I can go in wear a mask. That's cool, right? But people just rather buy the game online through Amazon, like have it shipped
Hmm.
to their house. Or if you don't want to wait, just download the game.
Hmm.
Just pay Sony, or yeah, who would you pay? I don't know, the publisher. But obviously you still pay the same price. In some places you don't pay tax, so in a way it's cheaper buying it digital. And sometimes you might get a better deal because the discounts on digital are way cheaper than physical. Sometimes, like, come on, I bought an extra copy of Blaze Blue Cross Tekken, not Tekken,
Taken, huh?
Tekken. I wish
Is
Blaze
it
Blue
what the hell?
Cross Tag Battle. I'm sorry,
I was gonna say, when the hell did that game come out? Harada, what the fuck?
Blaze Blue Cross Tekken. Ah!
Is it, wait,
No,
hold on. So
Cross
does that
Tag.
mean Ragnar's? Hold on, just what to say. Does that mean Ragnar's coming to Taken 7?
No, I meant Cross Tag Battle. I didn't mean Cross Tekken. Fucking Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I'm sorry. Yeah, I bought an extra copy of the game for $4. Like, obviously, the reason
Ooh, that's an underrated ass game.
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, great game. I'll be honest, it was my first Blaze Blue game, and I've heard of it. And people gave me shit. Oh, why are you starting with that game? It's not a real Blaze Blue game. I'm like, well, it looked interesting. Plus, there's Persona characters, you got me there.
Hmm. Hmm.
And fucking Ruby characters, they're there too. You got me. But the
Well,
reason
Blaze Blue, it's a fun ass game. It's just complicated.
yeah, that's what I've been told. Like it's not an easy game to get into. Um,
But it's a fun ass game though.
right.
And the online is awesome.
Okay. But it's just like you said with Mortal Kombat, the reason they're doing guest characters or like a crossover game like that is to attract everybody. Like look at me, I never played a Blaze Blue game ever, and you put Persona characters, you put Ruby characters in there, I'm in.
Yeah,
And
you're
it's a
gonna want
fighting
to
game,
buy
I'm
because
in.
you're a fan.
Hmm.
You're a fan of the other series that's in. B, you want to see. Okay, let's go see how they play first, because I
Right.
want to see if they did a character I like justice.
Final Fantasy 16 has completed quote unquote basic development. Have you heard about
Oh
this
yeah,
one?
that made me happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that made me happy. It's basic development and I think like scenario.
Yeah.
If I'm
Let me read you the quote from IGN. It said, quote, as spotted by GameStalk and translated by Gematsu, a Square Enix recruitment page reports that the company is seeking the final staff to join the FF16 team. The page reports that, quote, we have already completed basic development and scenario production and are continuing to create large-scale resources and build boss battles while expanding our various development tools, end quote. So this just proves that Final Fantasy 16 is way far along than we thought, um, and has an opportunity to come out pretty soon. I'm not saying next year soon, but maybe 2 years
hmm
soon, like 2022, like early 2022. So Manny, what do you think?
yeah.
What do you think, Manny?
This made me very happy. But if it wasn't for that Mortal Kombat 11 news coming out,
Hmm.
this would have made my week.
Yeah, this one made my week too. I'm excited. I could
God
now
damn.
now that they like they completed, they pretty much have like all the mechanics down. Okay, we were doing this and that. And they got the story down. Cool. Now they're just making boss fights and just other things. If they get into the groove and the flow, we could see the game 2022. Hey, if they want to put it out next year, I mean, I'd be a little concerned. I'm like, oh, that's a little too quick.
Hmm.
But considering that the game's been in development for how long? Like 3 or 4 years, they said. It's been like 3 or 4 years. They said they've been working on it. I don't know.
Like 3 or 4 years. I was.
So
I
man,
asked.
man, if
Yeah. I don't mind waiting until 2022 to play that game.
but if they bring it out next year, like late next year, like maybe fall 2021, holy shit. Because if you think about it, 2021 is already stacked because you got God of War, Ragnarok, God of War 2 for PS5.
Hmm.
Makes you wonder when that game's gonna come out, if it's coming out in 2021. I have no hope that that game comes out next year. To be honest with you, um, I think they should take all the sweet time they can. But I'm thinking there's just no way in hell it's not gonna work, or like it's not feasible in my opinion. And I think we lost you. I'll just pause it right here.
Yeah, my alarm went off, and I guess I pressed the wrong button.
No worries, man. I had the whole thing paused, so it's
Yeah,
good. Anyway,
yeah. Cause when I went to go pause it and it went to like the Apple Music store. I said, "Oh, great, okay,
it's like whoops.
yep,
It's all good, man. It
okay."
happens. Anyway, yeah, Final Fantasy 16 basic development is done, scenarios done. Just working on the boss fights and other stuff like large scale resources. I don't know what they mean by that. Large scale resources. So like, I don't know about pickups. I don't know. That one has my brain scratching my head.
But I'm just, but boss fights has me excited. I like.
Yeah. So now they're just focusing on like the combat. Like adding combat scenarios and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I'm excited, Manny. Ever since that game got announced, I just been just obsessed with it. Like I've been rewatching the trailer a lot. Like not recently, but like ever since it came out, I would watch the trailer. I think like once a week
I may have to start doing that because
because
Dan, I
holy,
love the music.
I am just hyped to shit. Because I love Final Fantasy and you know this. I'm not a big fan of high fantasy like knights and elves and stuff like that. But I like games like Skyrim and I like Dragon Age. I like that, but in bursts. But now I think this may be the time that I'm just like, yes, I'm down. Fuck yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Because I don't know, because it just Final Fantasy has that formula that works in any setting. Like look at 7. 7 was like a cyberpunk future. It worked. 8, I don't know what the fuck 8 was. 9, they went back to their roots.
We're gonna have to talk to Frankie about that one because
And then 10 was shit. It's been years since I played 10. It was like
I mean I like 10. Like I like the way it was going to just I wasn't the biggest fan of Titus just
really.
because of that scene. You know what
Oh,
scene I'm
oh,
talking
I know
about?
what scene you're talking about.
That stupid, that stupid laugh scene. I'm like,
Yeah, that was
why?
why. It's like no.
You just no. I actually want to like this guy. You just made me not like him no more.
Like
But
I was getting ready to do it, but I don't want to embarrass myself because it's so bad.
I was like, back then I just thought it was kind of funny. I look at it now, so what the fuck was I
You
smoking when I
just
thought this was funny?
you just like face palm yourself like shit, man.
It's just shit. I forgot about this damn scene. Now I
Yeah,
see why I don't
I'll
play
be
this game a
honest.
lot.
I really wanted to replay the game recently on the PS4, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to do it. I'm like, yeah. There's that one scene. I don't think I want to go through that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Maybe I'll.
11. I think that was the one that went online. That was like a
Yes, that was the
freaking
first MMO.
travesty.
Travesty.
I think it was Final Fantasy 11. I could be no, no, no,
That's
no. It was
14.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, it was four. It was like the four. It was like the early 14
Yeah,
game that was a travesty.
Final Fantasy 14 1.0. Yeah,
Yeah, that was the game that was like, holy shit.
yeah, it was bad. It was pretty
Final
bad.
Fantasy 12 is an awesome game because I'm almost done beating it.
Yeah, never played it. I've always wanted to, but the combat kind of scares me.
No, the combat is it's hard at first, but once you get used to it, you start liking it because the combat in 12 involves a lot of strategy.
Right.
Because
I don't mind
it's not
strategy as long as it's fun.
yeah, cause it's not turn based.
Right.
Like you actually gotta like pick apart. You actually gotta like tell your teammates what to do or whatever, which I like.
Mhm.
And there's classes in this one, especially if you play for like the Zodiac edition, which
Mhm.
is like available like everywhere.
Right. That's like the version to get now.
Yeah, because it
That's like
has
the only version
classes,
that, unless you want the original PS2 version, but you have to like go hunt that down.
and and, and the PS2 version is notorious for being like difficult.
Right. That's what I have. I picked it up for like dirt cheap. It's a really nice copy, but you know that the combat is what always like scared me. And after you told me this before that the remake, not remake, the remaster is pretty good and they fixed a lot of issues. Now I'm more open to try it out.
That and the
Um,
story, I like the story because
no,
you're
I
not.
have no doubts that the story isn't good. It's Final Fantasy. I think
Yeah,
it's always gonna be good. Well, I mean, it depends. There are some people that
it's
just
it, it's a different direction
right.
in this one because you're
Hmm.
not just. It's not like you're going to the store one minute and then you have to go save the world from some demon that you just found out existed.
It's like
So
my favorite like formula is like, oh, first quest, go save this kitty. The last quest of the game, kill God.
kill God, yeah. I think it's 6 or 5 when they introduced Kefka, the clown.
That was 6.
That was 6, right?
Yep.
When like your first mission was just basically helping someone, the next and your last mission, well, yeah, you gotta go kill this killer clown who
Yeah.
somehow turned into a god, destroyed the world.
Yeah.
How you gonna do that? Good luck, homie, because
Good
I ain't
luck.
helping you.
Good luck, fam.
Good, well, good luck, fam.
You
Sucks to
read
be
that in the
you.
strategy guide. How do I defeat Kefka? You don't. Good luck.
You don't. He defeat. You don't. He defeats you.
That's the game. Uh,
Oh, the hell kind of.
anyway, super excited. I can't
It's
wait
like
for.
finally back
Uh,
about Hamill in the Final Fantasy VII remake. You don't beat him.
no,
He
you don't.
beats you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, number 4. Moving on. PS5 teardown. That's what
Okay.
I got right here. They got
Hmm.
the teardown video officially from Sony. Now, I didn't catch the name of the guy who was doing it, but he seemed like he knew what he was doing, so I trust him. So I got right here. This is mine. I know for sure this is mine. I wrote this. Sony uploaded a video showcasing a teardown of the PlayStation 5, showing off the tech that powers the system. We finally got to see what makes the machine work, and also find out what makes this machine so huge compared to other iterations of PlayStation. So I don't know. I sent you the video. You didn't watch it? Did we lose you
No, I
again,
haven't
Manny?
watched it. About
Yeah. Okay.
no, I did send the one you sent me. I sent the one my brother,
So basically, is like the reason why it's so big.
but
It's
then I sent the one.
the reason why it's so big. It's the heat sink, like the cooling system.
Mm,
It's
that's a
like
silent fan this time, right?
the what?
The silent fan, cause that's like the big thing they're focusing on. That it's supposed to be like a quiet system now.
Yeah,
It doesn't sound like your system's blowing up no more.
yeah. They doubled down on the cooling system. They doubled down on like air vents. Like they made sure that this is gonna be one cool console, because they heard the complaints of the PS4, how loud how loud it gets, how hot it gets. So they took that to heart and they put it towards the PS5, and it shows. It goes to show it shows because look at how the machine looks. Um, and I like the design. I like PS5's design. It's like obviously the most striking. It's designed to be the one thing that stands out in your living room. Because if you think about it, Max put up a good point. Xbox, the Series X, is like a machine that just blends into your living room. You don't even
Hmm.
notice that it's there. But PS5, you have someone walk into your living room and they say, "What the fuck is that thing?" I was like, "Oh, that's the
Hmm.
PS5." Yeah, it's because those are the two different motives, like the two motivations. I guess I don't know what word to say, but like they're MOs, I guess. It works. I mean, the PS1 wasn't like didn't set the world on fire in terms of design, but the little thing fucking worked. It put out some amazing graphics at the
Hmm.
time. PS2 was a big chunky boy, and he put out some great games. And then the PS2 Slim, obviously significant upgrade of compared to the fat one. PS3, the original PS3. I'll admit it's a beast, but it's huge. Like the original
Hmm.
fat one, the grill version. It's a big chunky boy that does a lot. And then the slim, the second slim, or not the second, the first slim model. I think it's a great model, but obviously it takes away a lot. Took away PS2 compatibility and memory card stuff, and yeah, just
Hmm.
stripped out a lot of stuff. And the second slim, the super slim, fuck that one. It's like the cheapest iteration. It's like a fucking slide. I never seen one in person, but I would not touch that. Like if I ever was offered a PS3, it's like, hey, do you want this PS3? I was like, fuck no. The reason why I would take it with
No, get
me,
out of here.
yeah, if it was offered to me for free, it's like yeah, but I'll never play out of it because it would just be for the collection. I would just keep it and acknowledge it and just be like, this thing sucks. I don't like it. But hey, look, if it works, it works. I'm all for it, right? But nah, I'll stick
Hmm.
with my slim. But PS5, he's looking chunky, and it makes me wonder. For the obviously the inevitable slim model, they're probably gonna make it pretty small. How small? Don't know. If they can make it the size of like the Series S, that would be huge. That'd be amazing. Let's see. And I think this is the final news piece, Manny, and this is a really big one. It came breaking news about 3 hours ago. I'd say 3 or 4 hours ago. That Sony has showed more details on the PS4 or PS4 backwards compatibility on the PS5. I do not have a quote for this one, so we're just gonna go on the website really quick and have like a quick excerpt. So pretty much they talk about like it's like an FAQ about hey what games work and what games don't work. So they're saying that more than 99% of the 4,000 plus games available on PS4 will be playable on PS5. And they're saying let's see, that there's no difference if you play it on the digital edition or the Blu-ray drive edition. Like there's just no difference. Obviously, you're stuck playing digital games, and the other one you have the options to play both physical and digital. Obviously, it says here they confirmed a few details, Manny. When you sign into PS5 with your account on the PSN, you will automatically see your library of played PS4 content through the menu. Let's see. And you
Okay,
were just
that's
asking
awesome.
you were just asking about this. PS4 titles get even better on PS5. Select PS4 titles will see increased loading speeds on the PS5 console and will leverage game boost, offering improved or more stable frame rates. Some titles with unlocked frame rates or dynamic resolutions up to 4K may see high fidelity. Additionally, PS4 will also or PS4 games will also take advantage of PS5's new UX user experience features. I'm sorry, I can't read. I can't fucking read today. So it's just saying that PS4 games will run better on PS5. You know, and you were asking that question a lot, considering when they announced the backwards compatibility.
Hmm.
So,
But
but
now that just made me feel good now.
yeah, I'm really glad that they addressed that. They also confirmed, obviously, PlayStation VR is backwards compatible. And they also, this is interesting. What about PS Now and PS? Well, PS Plus is a given. But you could still play PS4 games through PS Now. Like you could still stream the games, but it won't. They won't see any like benefit of like increased frame rates. It would just be like as if you were playing a standard PS4 version. And this is the big one. Game transfers and game saves. So you can transfer digital games, game data, and game saves from a PS4 console to a PS5 console using a LAN cable or through wirelessly through Wi-Fi. So, in other words, you can transfer your saves, but it's up to developers to decide on that. Like the it's
It's up to the gaming developers.
it's up to the
Yeah,
devs to decide that you can transfer your save, but the process is doable. Like it is a doable process.
mm,
It's just up to devs, which I feel they should just say yes to everything. Yeah, just fuck it, you know, because
yeah. Go ahead.
who's gonna like redo all of GTA 5? You know, like especially the campaign. If you want to like have everything without cheating, like what if you want to do it legit? What if you just transfer your save
Hmm.
from the PS4 version? You know,
Hmm.
it's especially with like online games like Call of Duty, like all your stuff. But I feel like that would be already good to go because it's kind of linked to your Activision account or Call of Duty
Yeah.
account or whatever. So I think that's okay because that's like on their side. Because my name in Modern Warfare, when I played the alpha for Black Ops, it was the same name, so it's the same account. So I think we're good on that. Um, but it says here, for an example, for Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, when players decide to upgrade from PS4 to PS5, their game saves will transfer. So they confirmed that Miles Morales, your game, like your save, like let's say if you start on PS4, it will transfer.
Oh, nice.
So if you're like one of the few people that can't get a PS5 or doesn't want to get a PS5 right away, but you're gonna get Miles Morales, your save will transfer if you get a PS5. Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah, that is real good.
Same thing with Sackboy's Big Adventure. Game saves travel from PS4 to PS5 in an update that will be delivered shortly after the release of the game. Okay, well I mean who's gonna care about Sack? I mean I care about Sackboy, but I'm talking about the general population. Like
Hmm.
everyone. Like, are you buying a PS5 to play Sackboy? Not really. If you are, I'm not judging you, but hey, let's see. How will I know which PS4 games aren't playable? So they kind of, it's not here, but there's a list of games that for some reason just won't work. There's like 10 games they tested and they say yeah this game doesn't work at all. I wish I had the list, but those are games that I'm just like I have never heard of this game, and I'm surprised that the rock. So that means like Rock Band and Guitar Hero games still work because they made a Guitar Hero game for the PS4 called Guitar Hero Live. So you're saying that game works on PS5 and Rock Band 4 that game's gonna work too. So you're telling me I can still play my PS3 guitar because they said yeah the PS3 guitar can work on PS4, but now what about PS5?
Hmm.
So it's like my brain hurts
Hmm.
using a PS3 controller on a PS5, playing a PS4 game. Oh God.
My remote's not gonna explode.
Yeah, my my brain hurts just thinking about it. Yeah, I'm really glad that they talked about this because a lot of people were talking about game saves. So it's good to see that the process is doable, but it's up to developers, which has me worried because like I feel like for games like Red Dead, for games like GTA, I feel like they kind of have to, like they kind of have to say yes on that because those are big games. Like nobody wants to restart all that crap. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I agree.
Especially with
Especially Red Dead.
oh yeah, absolutely Red Dead. That is a long game. And same with Persona. Like, let's say you play Persona 5 on PS4 and you get a PS5. You want to continue your Persona game or your save? Like, come on. You kind of have to say yes because that's a long
Hmm.
ass game.
Hmm.
Because they just confirmed that Persona 5, at least the vanilla version, is backwards compatible.
which is good, which is amazing.
which is good. But I'm disappointed that it's only vanilla, not royal.
Uh,
Right? Who's gonna replay vanilla? You know what I mean? After you just played royal, you just can't go back at all. Like, come on. Like, let's be realistic. You can't go back to vanilla Persona 5.
you can.
The only time you'll get me to play vanilla Persona 5, and you can hold my word to this, if they put Persona 5 on the Switch and for some reason it's only vanilla, that's the only time you'll get me to play vanilla. And I have a feeling you say the same thing too.
No, I will.
You would? Okay, just because it's on Switch. So you bet your ass I'll play it on Switch. You bet your ass I'll buy it again. The third time. I think that's everything on the list. Yeah, just all 5 of the news.
Sweet.
The main topic of the show, really quick, Manny. Since we're at an hour, I don't think it's gonna be like a really big topic or like a really long discussion. But I have it here as, what was your favorite console growing up, and what are some of your favorite memories regarding it? I'll have you go first.
I'll say either the Sega Genesis,
Okay.
or the PS2.
Okay.
And but the PS4 holds a special place in my heart when it comes to like launching systems. But we'll say that I'll save that story for last though.
Okay.
But I'd have to say, but if I had to choose between one of those two, because Sega, that's the system I grew up with my brothers playing, but
Hmm.
my brothers mostly played that. I was just a little kid. I had to say the PS2.
You know, I'm gonna have to say the PS2 as well. It wasn't my first console. My first console, if you really think about it, it was the NES, but it was like my mom's, so it wasn't like it was, because it was just there. It's always been there.
Hmm.
But the very first console I've ever received as like a present, like a gift, was the original PlayStation,
Mm.
and the rest was history after that. um, I'll be honest, I don't remember what was the first game I got for it, for PlayStation 1. I don't really remember, but I did have Crash Bandicoot. I had Spyro. But for my favorite console, I will always go to the PS2, because that's where a lot of my favorite games are on that system. Kingdom Hearts 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, well, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, but if I had to pick one, 3. Jack and Daxter, the first one.
Hmm.
Just Ratchet and Clank, especially Up Your Arsenal. That was technically my first one, but I never really beat it. But I played it. But I really liked that game.
Hmm.
Um, just just a lot of good games on that system. Like,
I agree. A lot of my favorite games are on PS2 also. The
eh,
first Ratchet and Clank game. Uh,
as far as like favorite memories regarding the PS2, I would probably say one of them would be the day I bought it, or the day my parents bought it for me. I I don't like, as a kid, I don't really specifically remember asking. It was just dropped on me, because I think you're not gonna believe this, Manny, but my mom used to play video games.
really?
Yep, she was like really into Crash Bandicoot. Because the NES was her. It was actually a anniversary present from my dad to her. It was the NES.
So your mom was a gamer. Damn, okay.
Yeah, right when she had me, I'm not saying she stopped, because she continued on even when I was there. Um, her thing was mostly platformers. The last game I ever remembered, I remember her playing, and I think it was the last Swan Song, was Jak and Daxter 1,
Oh, damn.
because she loved Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter. When she found out, oh, the guys that made Crash made this, oh, I gotta play it. That was the last game she played. That's all I remember. Yeah, I know that's the big shock for you, but yeah, if you ask her, she'll probably look at you like, I don't know what you're talking about.
She probably will. Or she probably like,
Don't,
did Gian
I,
tell you?
yeah, she would say, she, yeah, she would probably ask you, but I
Yeah,
don't
she's
know.
like, who told you that?
Who told you
Get.
that shit?
Yep. And she'll tell it to me in Spanish.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, you could bug her about it, but I mean,
I
I
bug her. She'll probably make me do like her work and she
yeah, be
on
like,
Fly Garden.
she'll like call you over, and be like, Manny, to the garden section, please.
Manny, te ayuda, por favor. Ay, no.
No, just run. Just run away from the garden.
No, I do. Each time I see her, I wave. I'm like,
You just
bye,
run.
hi, Ivan, bye, Ivan.
Meow.
So
Yeah.
each time she sees me, Manny, te ayuda. I said, no, bye, got things to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm busy. They're calling my name. See, they're
I said,
calling
no,
me
they're
right now.
not. No, they're not. That's the other Manny. Shut up. Quiet.
Yeah, but yeah, those are one of my favorite memories. Was her playing Jack. I would be present when she would play Jack and Daxter. You know how serious it would be. She would have a guidebook, like she had the strategy guides
Damn.
for Jack and Daxter. I don't know for other games. I think Crash Bandicoot. I think she beat all three of them straight up, no strategy guide. And like this was before the internet, so how much patience do you have for Crash Bandicoot? I don't know.
Especially part three, because that was the hardest one.
Really, because I had a great time with part three. It was part one that gave me a hard time.
Well, vice versa, because part one. No, I never said it wasn't a good time. I just said it was the hardest one. Part one
Oh,
was like my favorite one.
yeah, because part one, yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for part one, but to me that's the hardest one. And part two, they're all hard. Like they're all hard games, right? Not like hard like impossible. You can't do it, but like they
They're
get
just challenging.
challenging. There you go. Thank you.
Well, I don't know, because now they're saying the new one is like the hardest, is like the most challenging. Oh boy,
It's like make up your minds. Which one's the hardest game? Because
what
to
the
me,
fuck?
it's the first game. The second game, I love. I would say the second Crash Bandicoot 2 is my favorite one. I'll go out and say I think Part 2 is the best one in my opinion. I think that's my favorite one. Part 3 is good, but it's just a classic case. If I had to pick one, I'd say Part 2. If you get me in a corner, oh, which one's the best? Part 2. If you just ask me, um, one of my memories that I always when I think of the PS2, I always think of this is the day that we got it, the very first game, the first two games that we ever got with it, and I still have them to this day. It's the Spider-Man movie game, the first Spider-Man movie,
Oh, I had one. I had that one.
and Spy Hunter.
Ugh.
Those are the only two games I had for like a couple months because I think I got the PS2. It was around the summer. It was when Spider-Man the movie came out, and I got that. I got Spy Hunter, and those were my games for a while. And I think the main reason my parents got it because not only it was PlayStation 2 and my mom I think had low key wanted it, was because it was also a DVD player.
Mm-hmm.
So it was such a huge deal even back then. It was the cheapest DVD player on the market, and it could also play video games. That's a no-brainer. But I'm trying to remember what was like the third game I got. I don't remember. I know we rented games a lot. I rented Spyro Enter the Dragonfly one time. That was a terrible game.
That sounds like, yeah, I remember that stupid
That's
name.
it's
Yeah,
the
that's a
first.
stupid.
It's the first Spyro after Insomniac moved on to Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, is that when they changed Spyro's design for some reason?
No, that one was. I don't. It was when Activision got a hold of Spyro. So that was
Oh,
like
yeah, you're right, you're right.
mid 2000s. I don't remember what exactly, but they really drastically changed them for when they converted it into Skylanders.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Spyro I knew was long gone. Let's see. I keep coming back to this, but I got it Christmas Day of 2002, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. And that was Manny, I'm telling you now, 2002, like the year 2001, 2002, like 2001 I knew Dragon Ball Z and I'd watch it and I loved it, but my love and passion for the series started in 2002. Like when I really got into it, I said, "Yep, we're in this bitch. There's no going back." Was in the year 2002, and that was when Budokai 1 came out, and I thought it was the greatest game ever until I got older and said this game fucking sucks.
The game to the edge well didn't. I remember you had
It
to
has
put in a
not aged
freaking
well.
like,
It has not
yeah, I
aged well.
remember you used to have to put in damn near cheat codes just to do the damn moves.
The only thing that not holds up, but the only redeeming factor that what holds the nostalgia are like the cutscenes
Mm-hmm.
because they animated a lot of cutscenes using the Funimation voice cast and that's the only thing that gets remembered fondly and the what if scenarios. A lot of those are the things that get remembered a lot from it. Budokai 2, we don't talk about Budokai 2. That game fucking sucks. And then Budokai 3, I remember, oh my god, when I got that game, holy fucking shit, man. That game changed everything. When it came to Dragon Ball games, in my opinion, changed everything. That was the first game that I thought maybe I could go pro.
Hmm.
Maybe I could be good at this because I loved Budokai 3 a lot. It just everything that was wrong with Budokai 1 and 2, they just fucking threw it out the window and oh my god, it was such a great game. But the one of the negatives about it is that the story mode was like everyone had a story mode and there wasn't really cutscenes. It was kind of like a visual novel.
Hmm.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, who didn't know the story at that point, you know? So it was kind of like the gameplay is what was prioritized, and I appreciate that. Sometimes that works out better than having a story. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. Let's see. Can't really think of other favorite memories. I'll always think about like a Spider-Man. Dragon. I mean, obviously the Dragon Ball games. Did you talk about your favorite memory? Like, what was your like? I
No,
know you played with your brothers a lot
no, I got a few actually. A lot of one has to do with a football game I had, college football.
on the Genesis.
No, on the
Oh, on the
PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, yeah. It was like the fourth. It was like the fourth quarter, and like 5 seconds left, and I was losing. No, I was either losing or no, I was losing, and I could either kick a field goal to go into overtime, or I could just try and go for like the game-winning touchdown. I went for the game-winning touchdown, and my brothers are like, "Look at what I do. Are you stupid? You just kick the field goal." I said, look. So he's telling me to go, and you know what? If I lose, I lose, but
Hmm.
it's whatever.
You just gotta take a risk.
Yeah, so I took a risk. I threw a Hail Mary down. I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna win this game. Nope.
One of your
One of my
boys,
receiver,
one of your boys
my
caught it.
receive, yup. My boy just came out of nowhere, just got it. And to say I talked mad shit to my brother, I was like, take that, motherfucker.
How
If my
old were you?
receiver just,
How old were you?
I was like 11, but I was like freaking like hyped up. My brother's like saying, you just got lucky. I won. A win is a win. Let me fucking have this. My brother looked at me like, okay, dude. All right, man. You won it.
You
Relax.
won. Relax. Relax, man.
And I think that was like the most hyped I ever got, like proving my brother wrong. He's like, you motherfucker. It always happens to you in sports games.
That's
I'm like,
amazing.
dude. But to say I was happy, and then the awesome thing about this college game was that it marks you down, like it gives you points to like let you know that you just had like the greatest game ever.
Hmm. Like a
Mine was
ranking,
like,
like a
yeah, like a
ranking.
ranking.
Hmm.
Mine was number one.
Wow. So that's got leaderboards and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mine was like number one just because
Because of
I,
that play.
yeah, and I won like I won.
Nice.
But
It's actually
oh, when it
amazing.
comes to, yeah, it was. I like, but when it comes to Sega Genesis, Primal Rage, I don't know if you heard of that game
Oh, I've
before.
I've heard of Primal Rage.
Yeah, the first time I did with one of the fatalities, and I don't know for our younger listeners out there, there's a fatality that caused a lot of controversy in that game when like the when one of the ape dinosaurs just pees on you.
I don't recall that one. I know Primal Rage,
No,
but I don't.
no, look it up. Like you fall, he
He just takes
pees
a
on you
piss
until
on you.
he
He just
takes like a but
takes
his
a fat piss right on you.
yeah, cause I guess his thing, cause the dinosaurs are like gods,
Ah, okay.
and the god and the gorilla's name was Chaos, and he's like the nasty ass guy, like his attacks involve
The God of
barching,
Filth. The God of
yeah,
Filth.
the god of filth, basically, like his attacks were like farting, burping, and whatever. So one of his fatalities, he just peed on you, and you turned into a skeleton.
That reminds me of I remember someone telling me about a Tekken character that his finisher was like a fart.
Oh, that's Kuma.
Okay.
That's the
Cuz
bear.
cuz I remember someone told me it was gone, like the little dinosaur guy.
Well, he did it too, but
He
then
did.
They just put on Kuma
Okay.
because nobody likes Gon.
Cuz to me Kuma makes sense, but I would have not thought gone cuz gone was like some I don't want to say obscure, but some manga character or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember a friend in high school telling me that there was a character in Tekken that could fart on you, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. I was like, cool.
You know, what's funny too is like the strongest attack in the game.
Really?
Like I think if you hit your opponent with it, it's like a one hit kill. Yeah, you're farting on your guy. He's probably dying from embarrassment.
Didn't for Mortal Kombat Baracho, didn't he have a fart attack? I think he did, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was actually one of his fatalities.
Oh, fucking nice. What's
I like,
fucking
yo, what's up?
You know what? Wasn't
What's up with farting?
Baracho
Yo,
was an
what's up?
MKX? Didn't he have a fart fatality or
No,
shit? Oh,
he just forced you to drink a lot till you died.
fuck.
But yeah, I like damn. What's up with farting game? What's up with farting and fighting game
They
that he
need to bring
just
that
kill
back.
you?
They need to bring back the fart mechanics. They need to bring it back.
Hmm
Who cares? Bring it back.
I don't care if it's disgusting. It's funny.
That's funny.
Just make it into like a brutality or something. You
Yeah,
fart or something, they just explode
just take a Mondo turd, and the stench of it would just kill your opponent.
and makes them throw up, and it literally makes you throw up your guts.
Yeah, like his guts will be thrown up. His lungs would be his pieces of lung would be everywhere.
Yeah,
I can see
but
that.
yeah,
I can see that happening.
but
Book it,
there's a
Ed.
few
Book it.
yeah, there's a few Genesis like I know you heard of Rocket Knight. We had so many
Yes,
memories with
yes,
that game.
yes. I play. I don't. I never played it, but I know of it.
It's a well, I would say if you get a chance, you should play it. But yeah, good luck trying to find that game.
Yeah, I know. Because with COVID and driving up the
Yeah,
prices, and yeah.
yeah, Rocket Knight.
For me, for the Genesis, I have good memories with the Genesis too. That was one of the consoles I had at the time, growing up before the PS2. Obviously, and you know the story. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the
Hmm
game. Frankie he never saw the end of it. I always talk about that game.
I
How
thought you were gonna say he never saw the movie. He said,
no,
boy,
no. If it's law to see that movie as a child.
yeah.
But I'm talking about like every time we go to to the usual stores, I was like, boy, if they got this game, I'm already buying it. You already know. We went, they don't have it, but we took a chance on this other store, like kind of far out there. So let's just check it out. Cool. And I said, hey, if they got it, I'm a man of my word. If they got it, they got it. Guess what? They had it. Your boy just freaked out not freaked out in the store, but like as in like I just like stood there like shocked. I'm like, because I could never find it.
Hmm
And not only that, it was complete in the
Oh
box.
shit.
I was like, well, shit. I might as well. I said I'm a man of my word. That was one of the best moments when it comes to game collecting. Just finding a game that you grew up with and you had a lot of fun with, a lot of fun playing it growing up. And to me, that's what game collecting is all about, man. Just remembering the good times. You pull a game out of your collection and you're like, I had a lot of fun with this game as a kid. Just brings you back to good times. That is what collecting is me all about, as well as preservation. I'm all about that, absolutely. But the good times, nostalgia. That's me. Now I don't really seek like monetary value. Like, cool. I just so happen to have a game that's worth $50. Cool, and I bought it, for five. Like I told you, I bought Final Fantasy. What was it? 7. Yeah, I bought 7 for like $6, and it's like worth 50 now. I was like, cool. It just happened to be worth 50, but like that game means a lot to me. As a kid, growing up, learning to appreciate RPGs, you need to have it. Oh, and also Jurassic Park, the game for Genesis.
That's the other game I have memories with, just because I liked it, just
Yeah,
because I loved it so much.
yeah. I mean, it was hard as
It,
shit, but
yeah, I
when it worked,
remember.
it
Yeah,
worked. Yeah, when
yeah.
it worked,
I
it worked.
remember playing as the human sucked, but when
Oh,
you
yeah.
were the dinosaur, it
But
was
the Raptor,
awesome.
yeah, the Raptor was cool. The
You
only
know the rap.
downside of the Raptor is that he jumps way too far.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
and
like a
for
leap
what
of
if,
faith, like the platforming. But I
well, the whole game
remember,
was a leap of faith, to be honest
yeah,
with you.
the I remember the Rampage edition, like the updated version. They kind of fixed everything.
Mhm,
It was like the DLC of back then. Just release the game again, but call it something else.
mhm.
Yeah. Because I think they gave the human grenades and I don't know about a gun, but it was Jurassic Park. The Chaos Continues, where you play the human with a gun.
Mm.
I played that one, but that was on Super Nintendo. I never had a Super Nintendo, but I did play it. And I'll look around through emulation.
Mm.
But that was a cool game. I have a lot of nostalgia for that one too. Anything else for Genesis? I had Sonic. definitely. If you have a Genesis, you need to have Sonic.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's like the law.
Yeah, you have a Genesis, you gotta have Sonic. There's just no getting around to it.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
I never had 3, but I had 1 and 2. Those were good times. The
Yeah, those were
other
good
Sonic
times
games,
because
I'm
with
sorry,
that, I beat every single one. And Sonic 3 was like the first Sonic game I ever beaten and gotten the Chaos Emeralds.
because I heard that Sonic 3 was short. Is that why?
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah, because I was told that it came out during when they were like in the process of like developing the Sega Saturn, so they were kind of like I don't know,
Yeah,
like
because they're trying to make they made because that's when they made Sonic for the Sega CD
oh,
for
so,
the
yeah, I'm sorry, not the
Sega.
Saturn, the CD. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had it
Oh,
mixed
another
up.
game. Oh, another two games that I have memories with. I'm actually kind of shocked I didn't mention Streets of Rage 2 because it still has my
Ooh,
favorite musical
oh,
soundtrack ever.
I never played
You,
Streets of Rage 2 on the Genesis, but when it came to
oh,
the
but you,
PS3, like in HD, like it came re-released on the PS3, I played it and I was like, wow, this game is good as hell.
yeah, Yuzo Koshiro soundtrack, mwah,
Yeah, like
and Golden Axe.
never played Golden Axe, but I do appreciate the importance and the significance of it.
Yeah, but Streets of Rage 2,
Or am
that's
I?
another game I
I'm
always
sorry,
had
I
memories
was
with.
thinking Altered Beast, not Golden Axe. But I know Golden Axe, but I was thinking Altered Beast in my head. I don't know why I was thinking Golden
So,
Axe and Altered Beast.
I can't play Ultra Beast now. That game has not aged well.
That game is trash now. That game has been obliterated by the passage
Yeah.
of time.
Do
Yeah.
the welcome to your doom.
Um. To me, the Genesis was all about the beat 'em ups, like the beat 'em up
Hmm.
games. Yeah. I don't recall a bad one at all that I played on Genesis. Trying to think of the only ones I'm thinking of are the ones that are arcade, like Simpsons and X Men. But those came to Super Nintendo. I don't remember. I know I played on the arcade. I know Simpsons was a lot of fun.
Hmm.
Um,
X-Men was a lot of fun, even though they still had that mess up about Magneto. Welcome to die.
Welcome to Die.
Oh, okay.
What's that Legend of Zelda game? The really bad one on CDI, where Ganon was
Oh,
like die, die. What was it called? I forgot the name of it. It was something. It was something.
Wana Gamelon.
Fuck if I know. I don't know. All
Yeah,
I know it was a bad Zelda game. It was on
it was on
CDI.
the CDI.
Yeah, and it was a huge mistake from Nintendo.
Yeah, I,
It's but Hotel Mario. I remember Hotel Mario.
yeah, I
Man,
remember
whoever
because
paid
the
$700 for that console, I feel sorry for you.
yeah,
What were you
I
thinking?
I still I'm not even gonna lie. I have a guilty pleasure watching those Zelda's cutscenes just for a laugh. Kind of good lord, who thought this was a good idea?
You know they were outsourced. I remember watching a documentary, a really good video about it. That was outsourced to like a studio, a fledgling animation studio in Russia.
Holy
I was
shit,
like,
that
oh
explains a
my
lot.
god, it's low budget. Oh god, it explains
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, nice. I get to hold some good gun doors. Oh my god,
Mm.
that's fucking
If you want to
talented.
watch that video, it's really entertaining and really informative. It's from Matt McMuscles. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, hell yeah, I've heard of him. I
Yeah,
love
good.
him.
What happened? Yeah, that was from like his What Happened
Hmm.
series. I think you just type in Zelda CDI and it's right there. It was kind of recent too. It was like I'd say a month ago.
Yeah,
Um,
because the last Mac video I seen was
the
his
2K
wrestling one.
the 2K Battlegrounds.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
I mean, he made a point, but I'm like, good lord.
Yeah, the game was rough, man. I was actually low key like thinking, what if this game is good? What if it's
Nope.
actually just some good fashion arcade goodness? No,
No, the
no,
moment I heard microtransactions,
no.
nope.
Oscar's not even on the like you have to pay for Oscar. No, thank you.
You had to pay a majority of the roster. I was like, oh,
I mean,
what the
you could
hell kind of
still. I
shit
think
is
you could
that?
still earn the in-game currency, but still, come on. Like all the good wrestlers are locked. Like, come on, man.
Hmm.
Like back then, we were growing up. It gave us incentive to. Well, obviously, it gives you an incentive to play the game. But back then on N64 for No Mercy, like you have to pay money. You have to work your ass off for it.
Yeah, you had to do some shit. Not just hopefully you got deep pockets.
Fuck, man. Anyway, Manny, I think that's a wrap for episode 6.
So we,
Uh, I think yeah, that was it. That was everything. Yeah, we got all the 5 items. Topic of the show. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, Manny, I appreciate you being here. It's always really fun hanging out with you, talking with you, making
Oh, so,
my
oh,
making.
I'm sorry, but
What's
I
up?
got one more gaming
Oh,
memory,
okay, cool. After credit
and I
scene.
just yeah, and I literally just saying it because I just seen this game on YouTube since I'm looking at it as we speak.
What's up?
Eternal Champions.
Hmm. I never heard of that one.
Look, it's a very underrated fighting game,
Okay.
but I had a lot of memories of that game because the way you do, because they're fatalities in that game, but they're mostly stage fatalities, and
Oh, okay.
how they work is they're not like Mortal Kombat where you could just put on button combination. You gotta kill the guy in a specific spot for it to happen.
Hmm.
So, for instance, there's a stage based on Chicago,
Oh, of
the
course.
like in the Prohibition
Oh,
era,
okay.
that like if you hit the guy, he just so happens to land in front of the theater.
Mhm.
He basically gets killed in a drive-by,
Nah. Nice.
like 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 mafia style.
Yeah.
Or if
Nice.
you happen to kill someone like in front of those stakes where they burn the witches at, the character you beat falls into it. I gotta
Wow.
send you a video of it,
Yeah, you're
but
gonna have to send me a video because it might be jogging my memory because I recall the drive-by. I think Max played it on stream a long time ago.
it was a very popular game for the sake. I'll send you a video of like the stage fatality, and then you see what I mean. But
Okay. Yeah, send it to
and
me.
the game was brutal for its time. Like,
And you said it was on Genesis?
yeah, it was on Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you the video after this.
Yeah,
But
send me. Yeah, send me it whenever you can.
I seen it as a holy shit. How the hell did I not talk about this game?
It kind of reminds of a game that's it's like so violent and it reminds me of I think it's called Thrill Kill.
Yeah, the game
Never came out because
well,
it was way too violent.
they said it was way too fine. I just think that even Sony knew the game was
No, I
garbage.
think I think EA was supposed to publish it, and EA was like, yeah, no, we're good.
No, I know that was the reason they did it, but then
Yeah.
like when since the game was finished, when you just didn't release it, a lot of people still got their hands on it. And they
Right.
were,
It got out. Some of it got out. Yeah.
yeah, like a lot of people were saying, dude, I really think the main reason they didn't release this game because it was kind of trash.
Yeah. It was kind of jank. Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
It's a PS1. It's a 3D brawler fighting game. Like, of course, it's gonna have some jank.
well,
PS1.
yeah, yeah, because they released a game based on one of my favorite hip hop groups, Wu Tang,
Oh yeah.
which is basically like a reskinned version of Thrill Kill.
Oh, okay. Because I know they made those Def Jam fighting games.
Yeah, that's Dead Giant Vendetta. The
Oh,
people,
okay.
yeah, those games are actually really fun because they got the
I never
same
played them.
wrestling. The game got the same wrestling mechanics like normal wrestling does,
Ooh,
and
wasn't
you got a
it?
grapple,
Okay,
strong grapple, and all that stuff.
okay. Because I have a lot of people that tell me they have a lot of nostalgia for that, and I'm like, damn, I never really got into
It's
those
a fun
games.
game. Like
Okay.
that's a very underrated wrestling game. Just
I'll look. I'll keep an eye out for that one because I'm always down for like fighting games on like the PS2 and GameCube.
yeah,
Just to have more
just
multiplayer games on
yeah.
those systems.
Just the thing is, I know you listen to hip hop a lot, but
No, I'm
it,
not. I'm not like picky. Like I'm not saying like I'm picky. It's just it's kind of hard. I don't know. Like I'm just one of those people that just can't get into it right away. Like if it's good,
yeah,
I like it. Cool, right? Like I like
right,
Eminem,
right,
but like
yeah, right. But yeah, that's just something that like, yeah, well, if you don't like hip hop, Vendetta's not gonna be for you because that's all you're gonna hear.
right. I mean, I like when I played San Andreas, I like the '90s gangster rap. I like all the even on the '90s rap music from like GTA 5. I liked.
Okay,
Like
okay,
I like it, right? Like it's something to listen to in the background, but like actively listening to it will like work or
nah,
make like not really.
nah, okay, I got you. Okay, now we can wrap this show up.
All right, cool. Like I was saying before, I was brutally interrupted.
Quiet.
I'm I'm kidding.
I know.
Manny, I appreciate you being here. Talking with me. You made my day a whole lot better. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I feel
Yeah,
special.
I'm just gonna like start flirting with you right here and then. Anyway, is there anything else you want to say? You want to tell people what game to play? You want to tell people to play Primal
Right now,
Rage
I mean, yeah, I
or
mean, if you want
Genshin
to see it,
or Genshin? Tell
yeah,
people to play Genshin.
yeah, play Genshin is a very fun game. I'm enjoying it from the little I've been playing that
I've been
little
playing a
bit.
little bit. I think I'm gonna like it, but it's gonna take a bit considering I've been really
Yeah.
busy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
also been busy too, but I'm from what I'm playing, I could see there's gonna be like a fun game for me just to kill time with.
right.
Been playing that,
Before
and I just been
Cyberpunk
yeah,
comes out.
yeah, and I also been playing Tekken 7 a lot because yeah, they did fix that online.
Yes, I need to hit you up for Tekken because I would like to actually like to test out the online because I want to see where a lot of people have been praising it. And I was like, okay, it hasn't gone through me, so I'm gonna test it out.
Yeah, but while I'm playing, and then I just found out that they added like a new practice mechanic, which I love. It's a punish
I'm just letting you know.
mechanic.
I'm just letting you know now. The only character I'm willing to fight as is King. That's it. That's the only character
Is it
I'll
is it because of Little Majin?
maybe
Okay.
slightly. No, because I've always been drawn to King. I like King, and I was really happy to see a character like King, at such a high or a very high level play, like in Evo, like in the top eight.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Lil Majin. I think he's a great player. I always love watching him play, and yeah, he is part of the reason I picked up King because I've always liked King and cool. He's a really cool character. Plus, he's a fucking wrestler. That's like, you make a character like a wrestler. I'm gonna gravitate towards it. Like what's his name?
Same.
What's that guy's name from Street Fighter 4? That was the luchador.
Oh, I know it. El Fuerte.
El Fuerte. Yeah, I always forgot his name, but he was called El Fuerte, and I've always liked playing him because he was a luchador, and I liked it.
Mm.
Anyway, Manny, we can sign off right here. Appreciate you being here. I'll
Sweet.
see you next episode.
See you next episode.